30 years since Hibs have got the better of their nearest and dearest in this competition. 1979. It's a long, long time. Well, boy, will it be worth the wait if they can pull it off here. Just one survivor in the Hearts lineup from that which lifted the cup at Hampden 3 seasons ago now, and that is the Lithuanian Davidas Česnauskis. There's so much speculation around the ground about the futures of the players of both these clubs. Stephen Fletcher, one of those who's linked with a January move away. If this is to be his last contribution to the Hibs cause, he would like to end his mini goal rallies without a goal in his last 6 games. Plenty of interesting sideshows there always are on Derby Day, but the mini war of words between the two managers, Csaba László, the excitable Hearts manager, and the combative Miksu Paatelainen, veteran of this fixture as a player, and you just sense, although he prowls the dugout rather than the pitch these days, approaches it with absolutely the same vim and vigour. Talk about Hibs, when they talk about the cup, they talk about 107 years of hurt. 1902, when Britain still had an empire. Hearts, the only club from outside the old firm to win it in the last 11 years. And David Van Santen, his first cup appearance for Hibs. Full-back's fight signed in the summer from St Mirren. Early indications of the sort of tempo, the sort of needle we can expect from Tynecastle, that they are very much in the market for a striker. Hearts. Top scorers only on 3. Nade, who leads the line this afternoon, just has the solitary goal this season. It's not really enough if you're looking to maintain a challenge for the top 3 of the SPL. And despite all their recent problems, the good runs they have had in the season has seen Hearts remain right up there. 5 points ahead of their local rivals. Here is the Icelander, Egert Jonsson. Jones comes out to meet it. Česnauskis is touch, an important one. Nade, Abua. Here is Česnauskis, chipped up towards the far post.
Well, they only had Driver. Driver was desperately trying to get himself into the back post. Terrific play from Česnauskis here, first of all, to bring it down under pressure. Continued his run, but he's only got Driver on the far side really to hit there, and it's a poor cross. He's going short there only to take Murray forward. He wanted the ball played into the space.
Sol Bamba, who was in the Dunfermline side that beat Hibs in the semi-final a couple of seasons back, says he wants to help repay, paper over a few of the emotional cracks that he left that day. In fact, Craig Thompson, the referee, was the man who gave the penalty that Jim McIntyre scored late on in that replay to break Hibs' hearts again. It's happened so often in this cup, 3 times semi-finalists in the last 4 seasons. Here's Driver now, promising build-up, slightly disappointing end.
Yeah, just not strong enough on his right side. Doesn't really look confident when he checks inside. Perfectly happy going down the outside because he delivers well with his left foot, but no real conviction about the effort there.
All those Hibs targets line up again. Hogg drills low. That's disappointing. It could be dangerous as well. Hearts couldn't sort it out. That's flicked forward beautifully. Fletcher, great chance here. Fletcher goes down under the challenge of the goalkeeper. Nothing given by the referee, except a free kick the way of Hearts, as Fletcher tried to win it back for his side.
No complaints here from Hearts. Nobody looking for offside. Fletcher timed it to perfection. I think he could have hit it earlier. He wanted a lot of time there, Stephen Fletcher. He's on his left foot. That's his strongest side. He has to get the shot away there. I don't know what he's thinking about trying to go around the goalkeeper. As chances go, they don't come much better than that.
mounting in packs, the Hearts players, as they arrive in the opposition penalty box. And they get this rare goal. The delivery again disappoints, as it did with Hibs at the other end. Abua with a chance to slice it wide, nothing more than that.
Well, it's got to drop into the back post. Loaded up the back post there. Abua around the back here. Got plenty of time, but look at the targets he's got at the back post if he hangs it up. Poor effort.
Well touched on by Nardi, causing confusion at the back. Driver very nearly capitalised on the mistake from Van Zanten, who recovered well, it has to be said.
Well, again, he's on his toes there, Driver. He's expecting Nadi to win the first ball. He does that, and Van Zanten gets lucky here, gets off the hook. Fletcher, neither of that pair are going to run away from you, and it means that Hearts can close the game up. They can play as high as they want at the back.
Speaking of pace, Driver arriving here. Nade, plenty in the middle here for Hearts. Cut off at source really well, they defended that. Through Hogg, and the chasing and the pressing pays off. Fletcher can lead the charge, he's got Radden to his left. Here's Lewis Stevenson now. Hearts have time to get men back, and the real menace seems to have gone from the move. Berra's header hasn't got the distance. Not the first one anyway, the second one away. Here's Rankin now. Really good passage of play from the home side.
Well, he doesn't want to know Craig Thompson. I think he's made the right decision down at the corner. He's certainly leaning in Lee Wallace, but no more than that. But previous to that, a terrific chance for Hibs to break onto Hearts, 3 against 2. And I think it's up.
Well, just as you'd expect with a local derby and with a cup tie. Highly contested. Hot on endeavour. Not a lot of goal-mouth action. The best opportunity, Stephen Fletcher, without a shadow of a doubt, when he was through on the goalkeeper, which he might just find himself here if he plays this one right. Holds it up, looks for Johansson, just bobbled away from him, and then going back in. That is a nasty challenge, could be in real trouble here. Stephen Fletcher, he is. He's straight off. Half an hour play, and Stephen Fletcher red-carded for a moment of madness.
Well, what I would say is that Craig Thompson, the referee, is no more than 6 yards away. He's got a perfect view of the challenge. I was going to call it a tackle, it's not a tackle. I think he comes in late. How much does Berra make of that? Well, he's certainly late. Red card, not convinced it's straight red. Craig Thompson certainly well enough placed to call it.
Well, he seemed to get more of the ground of the man, didn't he, looking at the replay.
So far from either side, really. Final pass. Been lacking in and around the box.
Chesnauskis. Flip through for Nade. They combine to get a little lucky. Here comes Driver. And arriving with pace, he lost his composure.
Don't know why he didn't put his foot through it, Bill. Sat up nicely for him.
That's up towards Abua. Murray comes across, real chance, and they lead. They've scored a goal. The drought is over, and more importantly, Hearts lead at Hibs in the Scottish Cup.
Well, Driver does brilliantly to pull it back from the byline. Makalambi, totally committed. Thinks he can go and smother this, stop it coming across goal. Look at the goalkeeper, never getting there. And Rob Jones totally exposed almost in the goal line. Chance out of nothing, great setup from Driver. And that he's not going to miss from there. Well, Makalambi, who was a star last weekend, really has to look at his contribution to that.
Four hours, 45 minutes between their goals. But Hearts will now feel that was well worth the wait. One goal up, one man advantage as well. It is all looking like this could well turn out to be yet more for Hibernian. Czesnauskis now. Abua. Driver, suddenly there's a swagger about Hearts. Fizzed across the face of goal.
Good ball, again under no pressure, Driver, because Van Zanten had tucked right in here to offer his centre-backs a better protection into the perfect area. If anything, just too much pace on it from Driver.
Has been the focus of attention through to half-time now without any further damage inflicted.
Just wonder if we see Colin Nish at the beginning of the second half, though. He would give them a decent target. If they do want to go with one up top, 2 banks of 4, they might be able to play off Nish.
Czesnauskis, goal scorer Nade, his first goal since November, coming at just the right time as the sun comes out over Leith. Rankin. Venezuela's anticipated well. Abua. Czesnauskis. Johnson. The Spaniard from Santander finds the Ugandan Abua. Lee Wallace. Nade waits in the middle. Wallace has Driver outside him. Driver plays it in. Stevenson back there to clear. Only as far as Berra.
If you're Czesnauskis and Driver at the moment, stay right out in the touchline, you'll get the ball all day. Hibs having to play so narrow in midfield. Bamba just in front of the 2 centre-backs. And then Rankin and Stevenson slightly more advanced, but still very narrow. Well, he's got a problem here. Looks if Makalambi's got a problem with his hamstring. This game might be over.
Belloc at the other end, just that one significant moment that he was called into action really when Fletcher was through. Seems a long time ago now. Fletcher departed just around the half-hour mark, that straight red card. And with Makalambe, he's unable to continue, and they might have to call on their new boy, Grzegorz Szamosowski. One minute of added time. Now Makalambe, I think it'll be a big surprise if he reappears for this second half. Bamba. Johansson trying to turn it around the corner. Turning it too far. Craig Thompson, the referee, at the heart of the first half controversy, a straight red card for Stephen Fletcher, and shortly afterwards, Christian Nade, his first Scottish Cup goal, giving Hearts delight at half-time. They lead at Easter Road at the break by 1-0.
Bill, thanks for...
It is confirmed. Well, there are hard ways and easy ways to win cup ties. The events of the first 45 minutes here at Easter Road means that Hibs will have to do it the first way of those two. Hearts have their local rivals exactly where they want them. They have that one-man advantage, they have that one-goal advantage, and they have the ball through Česnauskis. Rain starting to fall a little more heavily now. Wind still gusting, so still that element.
To give Mixu Paatelainen a good 20 here.
Former Finnish teammate, of course, of his now club manager, Ryden. Gordon Strachan always used to say he was the best finisher at the club when he was at Celtic. Remember him getting a couple of well-taken goals at the fourth round stage, and Celtic's win at Livingston on their route to the Scottish Cup a couple of years ago now. And they could do with a little bit of his shooting magic here. Into play here, Česnauskis. Just went a little bit too long on the ball, and a mix-up at the back. Van Santen and Česnauskis. Real communication breakdown. Could have proved so costly if Hearts had been a little hungrier.
Not the ideal start for the goalkeeper, is it? Right smile there, almost caught out. All came from John Ranking, robbing Česnauskis in the edge of the box as well.
Well, that's a more comfortable one to ease in with, Česnauskis. Here's Bamba, loses control in the heart of midfield, and Driver can burst away here, getting in behind the home defence. Support arriving as well. Nade, that's well defended by Hogg, needed to be as well. 11-man of Hearts come again. Wallace. Get beyond Stevenson, useful ball in, away by Jones, not convincingly so. Nade looking for his second goal.
Terrific ball in from Lee Wallace. Nobody attacking the front post. Just dropped into the perfect area.
Christoph Berra. Palazuelos. Česnauskis out wide on the right. They do go to the Lithuanian, now go by the fullback Jonsson. Česnauskis. Nade. Passing the ball at the moment, Hearts as well as either side have done in this match so far.
They've got a good anchor, the two central midfield players, Palazuelos and Karapidis, neither of whom have any interest in doing anything other than sitting both sides of the game here.
Wallace, Driver, Van Santen's touch, Abua, Nade, Česnauskis. Might come back to Nade, just touched away. Pressure starting to build on Hibs as Hearts look for the second to really put this tie to bed, you'd think, against 10 men. Wallace putting it in that area again. Česnauskis able to pluck it away from danger. Absolutely vital. Palazuelos, Abua. Česnauskis. Away from George, has come through to Abua on the turn, but not with the power.
Just behind him, the ball came in from Česnauskis, it's slightly behind him. Couldn't quite get it out of his feet quickly enough to get a decent shot away. Once again, it came from Česnauskis.
Well, Derek Ryden's afternoon is over.
Wow.
And he will find himself in trouble with the authorities, no doubt for that, taking the bait from the Hearts supporters. And a yellow card as he makes his way off Derek Ryden. Colin Nish, his replacement. And Jonathan Johansson, well, we didn't think he had 90 minutes in him, and so it's proved. And the more sprightly and certainly fitter figure of Alan O'Brien, able to come on for these, what is basically the last quarter of the match now.
Well, Nish gives him a physical presence up front. Allowed him to go back to front. Looks if O'Brien's going to play through the middle alongside him. Played left side in the last derby match at Tynecastle.
Bamba. Nish. Trying to pick out the red-booted O'Brien, but all in vain. In goes Stevenson. Zaluka strongly in on him as well. He's claiming he got the ball, the Lithuanian, but it's going to be another yellow card.
That's how much of Stevenson he took. It's right below us. I think he did take some of the ball, but he'd gone through Stevenson to get there. Oh, he does take the ball, but it's gone right through Stevenson.
Double switch.
Well, they're further up the pitch. Just couldn't get out in the first part of the second half, but at least they're squeezing it up now.
And in so doing, they run the risk of being caught on the break. Abua to the right as driver bursts forward. The cut back from Abua.
Nadi stays back post. I mean, if Nadi makes a diagonal to the front post, he's got a tap in there. I don't know why he stays back post. Look at Nadi. Got to try and get himself across the front of Chris Hobb there.
Driver, unopposed, Nade.
Well, he's got to find the inside of either post from that range. He must be 12, 13 yards out here. Slightly behind him. Got to generate all the power.
Glance on by Abua has worked out well for Nade. Well, looked like it would, but the offside flag's gone up.
At times the game's been a bit quick for him. Anything I thought we might have had a look at Gary Glenn earlier than this. Very decent pair of legs to bring on.
Well, he's starting to really make a name for himself for the first team setup at Hearts. This is the 4th consecutive match he's come on as a substitute. Still only 18. Followers of the Victory Shield might remember him from 3-4 years ago. Scored a couple of goals, one against England and one for Northern Ireland. Seen as a very good prospect. He'll be hailed as a hero if he can score the one to really put this matter to bed for Hearts.
Still got a bit of work to do now. I mean, Hibs have...
Driver. Karapidis. Sosnauskis. Murray shackled him relatively well. That one's hoisted in invitingly. Van Zanten took it out of the hands of his keeper, really. Driver now. And Samozalski gets it away. This is still alive. The danger's still real. Palazuelos. And Bamba tidying up.
Chance for Driver to finish the game there. Oh, here we go. Not quite over yet for Hearts.
Van Zanten. Now Nish's shirt was certainly being pulled there. Christophe Berra may just be lucky that the referee didn't give anything from that. He's claiming his was pulled as well.
Nish made very little of it. The initial contact's outside the box, that's for sure. Nish has got a handful of Berra as well.
Maybe the feeling of the referee was that there were equal infringements on both sides. Certainly enough to give a nervous moment for the Hearts defence. The, by and large, untroubled Hearts defence in this second half, up against Hibs' 10 men. Fresh legs of Glenn chased down. Samozalski away. Down the throat of Nadi. Here's Murray. Well, Jones has now hit the front. Rankin's header. Johnson away. Nade holds it up well for his side. Into the last 2 minutes of the 90.
That's the right pass from Driver. Nadi just caught on his heels. No appetite to go in behind.
That hit Jones more than anything else, and has fallen to Česnauskas. Nade now. Hogg with a very timely challenge.
He's going to have to play centre-back on his own now, Chris Hogg, because Rob Jones has gone up front for Hibs. They're just going to launch it if they can get it.
Nade. As it is, he'll be the toast of Tynecastle tonight. Jones. Hasn't stuck with him so far, more bounced off. That's the only way he can get anywhere near it, by stepping over the line of the law. Free kick for Hearts, right in front of their dugout. Very animated figure at the best of times, Csaba László, even more so now. Well, he's the focus of attention now. How much time will be added on by Brian Winter, the fourth official here? Wallace.
Good ball.
Oohs and ahs around Easter Road as 5 minutes of added time are signalled. Driver. It's excellent work from Driver. Fizzed across the face of goal. No one taking the chance.
He's got practically no angle to pick anyone out. Lovely feet to lose Van Zanten initially. Hope still for Hibs. 5 minutes. 5 long ones for Hearts for sure.
5 minutes for the 10 men to find the one goal, which will lead to the replay in 10 days' time.
Well, he wants them up in the halfway line. They have to go for it now.
Glenn. Samatowski. Jones couldn't get there. Česnauskas did enough. Rankin collects. Well, it's a match, a derby match, of course, which has had the requisite desire and aggression from both sides. A red card for Fletcher in the first half always was going to make it an uphill struggle. When Nade took advantage of some slightly eccentric goalkeeping from Yves Makalambe to stab home Hearts' first goal in 5 games. It's given them the advantage which they've held on to. Just over 3 minutes to see through, and then they will be the ones to go through to the draw, which, to remind you, will follow on from full-time here. Plenty of reaction from both camps too. We know that Mixu Patalainen very unhappy with that red card decision. Should be lively, just like these remaining minutes. Karapidis, great ball for Glenn. Glenn touches it beyond, he'll seal it here. The celebrations can really start for Hearts. Glenn has the goal, Hearts have the glory, and it is they who see off Hibs.
That's a delightful ball from Karapidis. And Hibs just caught short at the back, playing with one centre-back. Rob Jones playing as a centre-forward at the moment. Nade drags Chris Hogg into the wide area, opens up beautifully for Gary Glenn. And I talked about him having good legs, and you see it here, the ground he makes up. Always getting there first. And at last, Hearts put the game to bed.
His first goal of the season, and one he will remember for many a year. Just look at that reaction from him and the 4,000 who saluted him behind the Hibs goal. years now, isn't it? And they regroup for the Cup next January. Van Zanten. O'Brien. Jones.
Good defending from Wallace. What a good afternoon the fullback's had. Oh, he's almost there, Csaba Laszlo.
Just going to eat up a few more seconds with a canny little substitution. Take off the man who got the first goal, who put them in the driving seat, and send on the man who used to play for this club. Even though it is just for a matter of seconds, he'll enjoy it, Michael Stewart. Van Zanten. Will just sail away like the Hibs hopes into the darkening and very wet Edinburgh sky. Much for Patalainen to ponder. Plenty of ifs and buts. The joy of a derby win in the homecoming Scottish Cup. It is Hearts' day in the rain in the Scottish capital. Csaba Laszlo has come to the backyard of his club's arch-enemies and engineered a famous win to propel them through to the 5th round of the Cup. Christian Nade with his first goal since November, and Gary Glenn in stoppage time at the end of the match, his first of the season, helped do the business. Red card as well for Stephen Fletcher in the first half, helped them on their way, but it is Hearts' happiness here, Davey.
Well, they turned it into a long afternoon for themselves, Bill. They did it the hard way. They eventually got there. Just wonder how pivotal the sending off was. Clearly it was crucial to the outcome of the game. But you wouldn't grudge Hearts this. They bossed the game for most of it with the one-man advantage. And it's a very sweet moment for the Hearts fans, and particularly Csaba Laszlo.
An afternoon to savour for Hearts. Hibs have more cup pain. They have been beaten in their backyard by Hearts 2-0.
They have indeed, Bill, and hardly a Hibs